Alright, what is up guys, welcome back to another video. As always, thank you very much for watching. Before we begin, like and subscribe, really helps out the channel. And with that being said, let's get into and look at a quick look at Verasity here. We can see Verasity still heading down inside of its big descending wedge, holding this wedge really strong. My previous trade, which was a short position taken at that 0.23 Fibonacci at around 0.5%, played out nicely. We came down and hit the take profit down here at the low. Obviously, it looks like we tried on many altcoins on Saturday to push to the downside, but Verasity looking like it got a decent little bit of support made at the bottom of the wedge. You can see we came down onto the wedge, and then since then got a nice rejection of that move to the downside. The last few days have been chopping sideways and trying to figure out what's going to happen next, but looking like we are still retracing after that huge move at the start of the year. You can see making lower lows and lower highs here. But I do think, considering we are seeing quite a few bullish divergences here now, you can see one here and a larger one here. You could probably see a little bit of relief now for Verasity, in my opinion. Now that I've seen this rejection of this low, I might actually take a small long position in this area like this, with a stop loss just below that wick, and just looking to come back and target that 0.23 Fibonacci at that 0.5% level again. Obviously 0.5% psychological level, and with the Fibonacci there as well, I do think that's a solid target. I think, considering we're seeing some bullish divergences here, pretty much on every time frame in the short term, and also that nice big wick rejection of that low, seems pretty likely, in my opinion, that we could be seeing ourselves have a nice little bounce here, at least back up to that level from what we've seen here. You can see, if we're looking at on the 4 hourly here, big bullish divergence again. On the hourly time frame, you can see, I mean, this is just a ridiculously oversold area. If we came down and pushed down here again to retest this low, it'd definitely be a massive divergence in terms of the RSI. The 30-minute, another, massive capitulation followed by a nice bounce. So realistically, I do think we're probably going to see a little bit of a bounce to the upside for Verasity fairly soon. You can see on the weekly here, we are coiling up really nicely for another move. It does seem very likely, it's pretty much just a, big bounce to the upside, break of the downtrend structure previously, retrace, and then once we break this, I do think heading up towards that 0.618 would be very likely at around 2 cents. Obviously, that's around a 4x, 5x from the current price, which would be a nice little gain. I mean, you've seen this all time and time again, really, haven't you? You could argue that there was a nice big descending wedge happening here, really. You could see doing something like this, and then we get the bounce to the upside. Obviously, we're still inside this big channel as well, which I have been talking about a little bit in the past, but I think realistically, Verasity looking very nice right now for a little bit of a long position, and I think that sooner or later this thing is going to break to the upside and continue upwards through some of these Fibonacci levels, and I do want to catch some of that as we move to the upside. So that is it for today, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.